time, what's today's date?
March 24th, 2023.
Where are we at?
San Antonio, Texas.
And the purpose of our trip?
To film my documentary on my NMDA encephalitis.
Okay. How do you feel again?
Okay, good.
And you said you feel like you're about 75%. Why?
Like I said, when I got locked up in the mental hospital, she left.
She left.
She left.
A.
C.
We'll come after C.
Yeah.
What happened to D?
Oh, D.
Yeah. A, B, C, D.
What I remember is stuff just being all over the place. Too much went on at one time for me to even try to pinpoint where something started at. So I was driving to go get my sister. I had picked her up from work around, I'm gonna say like 7 o'clock. Coming back home, everything was good. I was paranoid as hell though. I just felt a presence following me everywhere I went. I'm seeing things, hearing things that's not really there.
Do you remember what you were saying?
Mm-mm.
You remember what you were hearing? What is the worst experience you remember during this whole process?
Thinking that I was gonna put somebody in a place that they didn't belong, or they was going somewhere because of me.
What do you mean?
I thought that I potentially was ruining somebody else's life because of the decisions that I was making in my life. I thought that somebody else was gonna go down for some shit that they may have done or they may have not have done because of what I was doing, which didn't make it don't make no sense now, but being in my shoes back then, it made so much sense.
Were there any scary parts? Something that really like traumatically scared you during
I was
this?
in a mental hospital. You never know who the next motherfucker is sitting next to you. When people used to tell me I was doing things that I didn't remember, I never wanted to do something that I really, I didn't remember. And it's like I hurt somebody or I did something that,
I think you ate it, baby. Use your fork and eat your French toast. Get you a sip of tea in that cup with the straw in it. You see it?
I met a guy that I really, really liked. And what he was telling me what was happening was different from what was really happening.
Do you remember your first night in the hospital?
You went to the hospital?
The medical hospital. When you got arrested and we went to the hospital, to the ER. Do you remember?
No.
You don't remember?
No.
You remember fighting the nurses?
No. I don't. I remember wanting to fight the nurses. I don't remember actually acting on that though. I don't.
You remember fighting your father?
I don't.
You know that you did smack the nurse.
For what though?
No reason whatsoever. You just saw one of the nurses, one of the white nurse that came in, a young lady that kept checking your vitals. For some reason, she was over there, and you looked at her, and I saw a look in your face, and you got out of the bed like you was about to attack her. So I grabbed you. So the lady, was it in your dream that taught you how to fight?
Yes.
Okay. But it's a lady that, remember, here.
He was there though.
But he was there in a dream. And so she taught you how to fight. And then that's when you started fighting.
But she's here right now.
She's here right now. Somewhere. Okay. Okay. But do you remember when you fought your dad, when you hit your dad? You remember? No?
spit on here.
You spit on a cure. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you remember that, could you control that, or did you do it on purpose?
I don't know.
You don't know. So that means it was an accident. That means you
Yes.
didn't mean to do it.
Yes.
Okay. Remember when you got released from the jail?
Mm-hmm. They tried to release me a couple hours before that, and I didn't get up and leave.
Do you remember walking outside in the rain?
Yeah, I was happy to be outside.
Were you? Did you know where you were going?
No. I feel like if they had released me when y'all wasn't there, which I feel like they tried to do, I wouldn't know where the fuck I was at. Down over news. Because I had my eyes closed the whole ride to the jail. Well, the cop that I had, he was pretty cool, so I'm not.
When you first got arrested.
He was the same cop that I had for my accident, so he remembered me. I remember him. He was kind of figuring like, what the fuck is going on with you? I remember they put me in the car. They was gonna work with me. They was gonna let me go. They was not trying to take me. They was not. But I wasn't trying to tell them nothing. I was trying to give them no information about myself, nothing. So they had to take me.
Let's talk about when you got picked up by the police. And you were being transferred to the mental hospital, and you fought the police. Do you remember that?
Their ass.
Okay. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you fight them?
Because they were taking me to a mental hospital against my will. I did not do anything to anybody to be sent to a mental hospital.
Okay.
And that's facts.
Okay. You remember being in the hospital and escaping? They had put you in a TDO order.
Whatever the hell that is. I've heard of that before. I'm not crazy, so why the fuck would I know what a TDO is? They're trying to keep me against my free will. And that was not happening because I didn't do shit to nobody. I don't have to be held in the hospital where I didn't do that to nobody. So therefore, why are you trying to hold me here?
How did you leave?
I walked out the goddamn door.
Dressed in what?
A gown. I was in my gown. I was in that damn gown. I walked to the first light, and it was a car at the first light. I don't know why I thought that was my ride. I went and tried to get in that side of that car. I did. The car was like, what the fuck? And they locked the door and pulled the fuck off. I kept walking down the road. I saw police lights, so I hooked the right. When I hooked the right, a cab had came, and they saw me. He was like, what you doing? He's like, what's wrong with you? Like, what happened? Like, what happened to you? So I told him, like, at that time, I believed that the universes were colliding, and a lot of stuff was happening, and that different dimensions was subsiding together. I still believe that. Call it what you want to call it. It happened. It already happened. It collided. So I told him I wasn't crazy. He said he believed me. He took me home.
Do you remember walking out in traffic?
Yes.
Do you remember walking out in traffic? Why did you do that?
I felt like it was my time to go.
What do you mean?
I felt like it was my time to go.
How has your condition changed your life socially?
I mean, when people see me, when people talk to me, they try to talk to the old Shay, but she's not there anymore. She can't have that conversation that she used to be able to have. She can't talk to you how, she used to be able to talk to you and hold on to it for a long time and text you, and you might bring up a memory or something, and she's not gonna remember it the way you remember it, so.
How do you feel about the position of your family itself after what they went through? Do you think that you brought light to them?
I definitely brought light about what type of people I have around me, and it shed a lot of light on the fact that they were willing to drop anything that they had going on at the time to help me. I definitely saw the love that they had for me, but I definitely also saw that the patience was wearing very thin.
How do you think that this condition has affected your family?
I don't know. I wish they valued me more. I don't think that they do though.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I think that if I had died, they probably would have been a little more relieved.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. It's just I'm a lot to deal with at times. So I feel like if this is a lot to deal with, the process of everything is a lot to deal with. I just feel like it's a lot for them too, as it is for me. Learning, hearing things about me that they probably should have never known, and yeah.
Do you have any episodes of paranoia still?
Of course, every day. Every day.
Every day you're paranoid?
Not every day I'm paranoid, but I have episodes of paranoia every day. I always think something is not what it's supposed to be, but it's probably what it's supposed to be. But it just be thoughts though.
Do you have any residual effects from it?
People can't understand me when I talk. I can go place, try to have a regular conversation with somebody, and they look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
When you were in the mental hospital, it was a time when you said that you couldn't move your body. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Can you explain?
So the first time, I would say, I was talking to a lady, and she's like, Shaylah, how do you feel today? And for some reason, I couldn't get English out of my mouth. I really couldn't. I couldn't speak English at all. So what I would tell her was, I'm feeling a CSC. It's a CSC. And she's like, a CSC? I'm like, yeah, CSC. That means okay in Spanish. And I remember getting up, and I'm telling her, like, I need help. Like, I need help. Like it was like that. Like I was stuttering, like I need help. And I blacked out after that. I blacked out. My whole body just like locked the hell up. Every time I knew I was about to have a seizure or something, or episode or something, I would just get up and lay myself on the ground. I would get up and lay myself on the ground because I knew it was about to happen, but I didn't know what was happening.
So you could feel it coming on.
Mm-hmm.
You say you feel 75% yourself. What is it going to take for you to get back to 100%?
No, I don't think I'll ever be 100%. I feel like I put it in the air so much that I hope that once stuff starts going good for me, that I don't die.
Why did you agree to do the documentary?
In hopes that somebody could benefit from knowing their mind and knowing what's wrong. And there's a lot of people sitting in a mental hospital where I was at that don't belong to be there, that don't deserve to be there. There's a lot of people that died that didn't get the help they deserve because somebody listened.